Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Furman BMW in Palm Harbor, Florida, and guess what? We have one of the baddest sedans on the planet. This is a 2020 BMW M5. Now, before we get into this, let's talk a little history about the M5. The M5, believe it or not, has been around since the mid-1980s, if you could believe that. Over the years, it's changed. The engine type and displacement has changed. They even tried a V10 for a little while. One thing is for certain, this twin turbo V8 with all-wheel drive is bringing extreme performance, even more so than that 10-cylinder engine. And what's great is you're gonna get that nice full-size sedan capability, 4 doors, and a look, especially on this one being all blacked out, that really is gonna make you stand out from the rest of the high-performance luxury sedan. So let's go ahead, dive into this 2020 M5 and see what makes it so special. Right off the bat, styling, this redesign came in 2018 and they're still carrying it forward. Looks fresh as the day it rolled right out of Germany. Love the chrome trim, just a little bit to kind of break up the sea of black. You're gonna get, of course, full LED headlights, daytime running lamps, and turn signals. We drop down, massive gloss black air intakes on both corners. Now this one has the optional carbon fiber package. Love the way it just integrates very nicely with the rest of the front fascia. We come across that iconic grille design that BMW is known for. Think about it, BMW's been around since 1916. World War I was going on during 1916, but I love on this one how it's got the carbon fiber surrounds, the vertical gloss black slots, your M5 logo. Now, whenever you see a true M car like this one, that M stands for motorsports. All that racing heritage, technology, engineering, design gets poured into each and every one of these. We drop down, you get a little bit more gloss black. Love this lower mouth. Looks like a mouth that's just gonna force feed tons of air towards the radiator to cool everything with this twin turbo V8, but very, very sinister from one side to the other. Get up onto the hood. Really like that style of how the hood drops into the front fascia. You got 2 powerful body lines on the center that kind of just fade towards the windshield. And as we come around the bend, this is where things are really gonna get out of control. You thought they were out of control now? Here's where they're really gonna get out of control. Wheel and tire setup. So you have these Pirelli P0s wrapped around these 20-inch wheels. That's 275 on the width, 35 series on the sidewall. The gloss black, that Brembo 6-piston caliper. It looks like the size of an ice skate for somebody who wears a size 12. That's how big that caliper is. The rotors are cross-drilled and fully ventilated and 2-piece. So what that means is you're gonna get maximum braking capability that's gonna help cool the brakes. It's also gonna help lower that rotating mass, but just the way this car sits with the adaptive suspension, mind-blowing. We go into the fender treatment. You have that beautiful BMW side functional vent here. More carbon fiber. So they took a bucket of carbon fiber and they just poured it all over certain parts of this car. Carbon fiber on the mirror caps. The way that lower sill kind of just extends a little bit, nothing too aggressive. Carbon fiber roof. Now, this was something that BMW started doing a few years ago, and that's gonna cut almost 10 pounds of weight off the top of this car. Plus, when you go carbon fiber, not only does it look good, but it also makes the structure more rigid. This M5 is gonna handle like no other 5 Series before it. Keep working our way back. Great body lines, great belt line coming towards the rear. At the rear, a little bit larger on the tire. This is a 285, so it's a little bit wider, but still, the size of that rotor is like a UFO. I don't know if I need to call the federal government and let them know that I take this for a test drive, because those are gonna be 4 unidentified flying objects going down the road. I mean, that thing is just, it's just ridiculous. But that's what performance is all about, and that's what makes this car so great. We keep working our way back. Of course, if we have carbon fiber up front, carbon fiber on the roof, you're gonna get a nice, tasteful carbon fiber trunk-lid spoiler. Just a little bit, doesn't have to be something that looks you know, like a massive surfboard coming off the back. You got your M5 badge, full LED lighting, of course, quad exhaust. This is what I'm telling you. So many cars have moved away from this quad exhaust look. I don't know why they've done it, but it looks good. Carbon fiber rear diffuser. great overall style. Why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering this M5. All right, guys, underneath the hood, like I promised, 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. I love the small engine cover, a little bit of carbon, the M badge, the BMW M Power. And when we're speaking power, we're talking 600 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated through a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60, mind-blowing. 2.8 seconds, 0 to 60. Quarter mile and 10.9 at 129 miles an hour. Top speed 163 miles per hour. And MPGs 15 in the city, 21 on the highway. This vehicle weighs around 4,288 pounds. Looking underneath the hood, this is what you want to see in a true M car. And when you're looking at this class of vehicle going up against Mercedes, going up against Audi, I think you're gonna find that this car is gonna perform unlike anything else that is on the road. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's fire up this M5 and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 BMW M5 now. Even though this design has been around since 2018, there is a very small but big change, and I'll get to that in a second. I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, this is one bad mamma jamma. How much is it? MSRP, the way that this one is optioned, is $121,000, but let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panels, drop dead exquisite. I love the carbon fiber, the black chrome, that contrast stitching across the top, the leather. You do have memory seat settings, real easy to get to for passenger and driver. It's got the Harman Kardon sound system, and you got a large pocket down there for a few bratwursts. Bring it along while you're cruising down the Autobahn. Make sure you bring some spicy mustard for me. That's what I want on my bratwurst. But the dash, same job here. The materials are great. Leather with the stitching, the carbon fiber, the black chrome finish all the way across. This is new for 2020. So you have that 10.25-inch infotainment system screen. Of course, it's a touchscreen. We can make the map bigger. We could go back to home. Let me hit it one more time. We go back to home. And then you could go into your car settings, which is great. M setup, vehicle status, driving information. It gives you all that information really nicely done. Look, you can show horsepower. You can show pound-feet of torque. I got a nice bright red start-stop button there. Now, before we leave, though, let me show you the backup camera on this thing. So we go into reverse, clear as day. You got your trajectory. You got your full 360, all your laser technology to make sure you're not bumping your beautiful M5 against anybody else's car. Radio controls, AC, heated seats, ventilated seats. I like the way it's got this digital. Look at that. That's really cool. I don't want hot, though. Let me get rid of the hot. Let me go cool. It's a nice digital display there, very, very classy. The carbon fiber, the stitch work, look at it, it's everywhere. It's like they got somebody stitching in here all over the place. And then watch this, boom. 2 cup holders, a 12-volt wireless cell phone charging, and a USB. We close it up, clean. This is what I'm talking about. This is sexy. I love this. Feels good too. You got your BMW iDrive controller to navigate through all the magics of that new updated screen. No more 8.8. So it used to be where people would have the 8.8. Everybody, it's like Oprah. Everybody gets the 10.25-inch screen. Just a tad of gloss black, just a hint. You have buttons to adjust your different setup for the suspension, steering, all that good stuff. Electric e-brake, this is gonna control that 8-speed, that ZF 8-speed automatic. I love the BMW work that they did here. The M silver, the M logo looks very tasteful. And then of course we got our Bombay doors, USB, and you might be able to get a couple Snickers in there. Only German Snickers though, so make sure you read the label. Close that up, seats right out of a race car. M5 badging, the stitching is great, the design is wonderful. Nice amount of bolstering, but nothing too aggressive. Of course, full power for the passenger and the driver, but the stitch work is just divine. It's like somebody had Singer come in here and stitch it himself. And then to wrap it off, Alcantara. You know that guy Alcantara that lives down the street? That's not him. This is Alcantara material made by the company called Alcantara. Love the material, even on your sun visors, the A-pillars. It's like you're just wrapped in an Alcantara and leather blanket. I love it. I feel good. Lots of headroom, lots of shoulder room. Get on over to the business end. I want to show you behind this bad mama jamma steering wheel. All right, guys, business time. Behind the wheel. Love being welcomed by this LED light up M5 logo. You got a nice brushed aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and throttle. Get ready, because we're going to be going on throttle very, very soon. All the seat controls, and you can see the bolstering. It's higher than normal, but nothing that's going to squeeze you like a vice grip or anything, or a pair of pliers. Steering wheel, though, sexy. I love the Motorsport, the BMW M colors all the way around the stitch work, the silver. You got your M configuration buttons. You got the paddles on the back of the steering wheel to go up and down, your 8-speed automatic transmission, and heated steering wheel. And then, of course, that dash. 12 inches of fun. How many times can you say that in your life? Not very often. But this has 12 inches of fun. Nice TFT display, clear as can be. Let me show you the different modes. So I could hit my mode selector. Look at this, Sport, Sport Plus, Efficient. I'm going Sport Plus, the hell with Efficient. We could go change our suspension, same story. Comfort, nice. And even the steering feel. So I like the way you could separate those. You got your tach, your speedometer, all the information you can need. And of course you're gonna get a kick-ass heads-up display in this thing. But let's go to check out the back seat and see where your passengers are gonna lose their lunch as you are carving corners like their Thanksgiving Day turkey. All right, guys, backseat time in the BMW M5. That name has so much heritage, so much history. You got so much room back here, tons of room. I love the one-piece backs. You do have pockets for both sides here. Put your iPad, put your bratwurst, whatever you got back here. Put a foot-long sub. Probably get squished, but the heck with it. You do have AC vents, all your AC controls, heated seats, but no ventilated seats. A little cubby for Jolly Ranchers. And then, of course, you're going to have 2 USB-Cs and a 12-volt. The leather is so soft. The stitch work is just amazing. And then pass-through. You got the checkered flag back there. After you kick somebody's butt off the line, you get your passenger, get the checkered flag, and you just wave it at them and say, I just whooped you. We could put this back, and we'll lower down the armrest. It's on the softer side. And then, of course, you're going to have 2 cup holders. I don't know why they got to be so complicated, but you do have 2 cup holders. Put that back, and can we open this? No, you can't open it. So no opening this. You're gonna have to put all the Twinkies in the trunk to gain access. But other than that, feels great back here. Let's get to that trunk and see how much room we have in the M5. All right, guys, time to open up the trunk. See how much space we have in there. Nice electric assist. Look at that. Now the opening is a little on the tighter side, but the good news is that you have plenty of depth in there, and you have that pass through, which is also gonna help get some longer objects in and out. You have a little cargo net over there to tie down some snacks so they're not flying around, or you could put some snacks in this little cubby container over here. I think the most important thing that you're probably gonna wanna bring is some supplies for your track day, because I'm telling you right now, this 4-door car, a lot of people that don't know what it is are gonna be surprised when you blow their doors off and throw the doors into the trunk. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this M5 for a spin. All right, guys, we're leaving Furman BMW. We're in the 2020 BMW M5. Right away, I love this interior. The seats fit and feel so amazing. The heads-up display almost takes up half the windshield. It's that large, that clear, gear indicator, tach, speedometer, and it tells you what the speed limit is, just so you could keep track of how far over the speed limit you're going in this thing. But visibility out the back is nice. Steering wheel feels great. Let's do a little acceleration here. So second gear, on throttle, here we go. Wow, oh my God, on the brakes. Wow, this thing is so freaking fast. Here we go. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. It's crazy because with the smaller twin turbos, you're not waiting for boost. It's like boost is an afterthought. It's going. And the transmission, so very quick. I'm using the paddles to go up and down that 8-speed. Shifts phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The sound is great. The balance of the steering feels wonderful. It's got that old BMW feel, that driving engagement, driving enjoyment feel, but really just an amazing vehicle here, super amazing. But let's do another acceleration test here. Let's do first gear. I'm gonna slow down. First gear, here we go. Oh my God! Wow, the shifts are just so quick and you feel so planted. You feel like you could do no wrong in this thing. The all-wheel drive system, that X-Drive all-wheel drive system just keeps you so planted in this thing. It's ridiculous. Let's go into this left-hand turn here. On the brakes, look at this, oh my God. On throttle, wow. Second gear, back on throttle, here we go. On the brakes, look at this, oh my God. Wow, yes, the back end came out just a little bit to help you square that corner off, and I'm telling you, you feel like you could do no wrong in this thing. And I'm in a full-size car, full size. And then the thing that's nuts about this is that there's the M5 competition that has even more power. Right now I got the ventilated seats on. The seat is just holding me like a mother holds a newborn baby. I mean, like a nest, a bird's nest, when the birds are hatching, the nest just holds the birds in there. That's how I feel. It feels so supportive, but yet so comfortable all at the same time. I don't know how they do it, but they did it. And BMW did an amazing job. And that's why this car, even though it's been 2 years since its introduction, it really is doing everything ultra well. Do you really need to change it if you're doing things ultra well? I say hell no. But here we go. Wow. It's interesting. The sound is almost perfect. I kind of wish it was just a little bit louder. I know that sounds crazy, but the dash, easy to read, easy to understand. You get a little pops coming out of that exhaust in sport mode. The updated 10-inch infotainment system is a nice welcome to the interior. I don't see how you could have this car with an 8.8 inch. Everything you feel and touch is just the highest level of materials. The gloss black, I wish they would have just went straight up the carbon fiber design, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit of glare depending on which way the sun's coming in, but at this point I really don't care. All right guys, once again, on throttle, here we go. Yeah, on the brakes, those massive calipers. Look at that downshift. Back on throttle, wow, here we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. The back end came around a little bit there and I was able to just have a blast and square that corner off to really maximize my exit speed out of there. That was phenomenal. This car, and I'm getting great feedback through the wheel too. So that's another wonderful bit of news, is that when it comes to feedback, it really is spot on the money. I love it. I love this car. It is one hell of a performer. One hell of a performer. God, the pops. I think a machine gun just went off out the trunk. On throttle, here we go. Wow. Fourth gear into this right-hand bend. Look how it tracks, so nice, so smooth. And then on the binders, those massive calipers, massive, just gripping down on those rotors. Unbelievable. Great pedal feel. On throttle, here we go. You just launch it. You just launch it right out of the corners. I mean, it's that crazy. It's that insane. And then everything else is laid out so nicely in here. You can live with this car every day and not have an issue. But we have to get back to Furman BMW. They want their M5 back. So I will see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another amazing day here at Furman BMW. I definitely got to thank Alan, Cody, and the rest of the crew getting us access to this M5. Is it the ultimate driving machine? I'm going to say heck yes. To have a full-size sedan with this kind of power, I really think it is the choice over any of the other German brands, or really any other brand for that matter. But if it's cars like these 4-door cars that have performance of a sports car, you want to keep seeing them on Raiti's Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. We have some alarms going off because they know that there's a big sale here at Furman BMW, so just be aware of that. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Raiti's Rise merch. Got to get out to Big Guns McGee. He's wanting to buy this car, so we're going to see how we're going to figure that one out, Tom. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.